everyone. Welcome to Dungeons and Disableds for the finale of Escape from Revel's End. I'm your Dungeon Master, Steve Saylor. I've got Mike the Quad. Hello, it's Colo, Morgan Baker, Siam, and Grant Stoner. How's everyone doing? How y'all feeling?
My legs hurt.
Your legs hurt? Okay, fair enough. I get it.
Desirable.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well,
You got a
as
boyfriend on the way.
Exactly. Yeah, we're loosey goosey. It's fine. All right. So, quick recap of the adventure so far. We have our adventuring party. I'm sort of nicknaming the Undesirables, unless anyone has a better name. I would love to be able to hear it if you have a better name. But that's what Varrin Riverbane calls you. Speaking of Varrin Riverbane, he sent you here as to try to be able to get and smuggle something out of REVEL'S End, which is the Tower Keep prison that is where the worst of the worst criminals go. You're able to you're placed here willingly, and he apparently has something on you that essentially will make you a full-on prisoner, and will by submitting some paperwork and becoming a permanent resident of Revel's End, unless you're able to get said smuggled item within 5 days. In the meantime, you have found prisoner 13, otherwise known as Kara Riverbane, the daughter of Varrin Riverbane, who is also disabled, and you find out that Varrin has been sneaking people in here, other disabled people, the people who are kind of seen as as just no one cares about, no one cares to look, and basically sends them into the prison to be able to smuggle things out for him. And Kara has been placed here for years and is basically, as a good little soldier, has been trying to be able to help those adventure parties. She's seen adventure parties survive or die, and you made your way up to the warden's office via some charm. Odeon found a guy named Carlos, a guard named Carlos, who used to be part of his family's a family guard group of guards, and he took you all the way upstairs to the warden's office. You found the ledger that basically describes Captain Vance as the person who has been processing every single prisoner that has come in through Varrin Riverbane, and also that signs off on the deaths of these people, and they all have a similar thing in common, where the time that they were processed to the time that they died was 5 days later. And as you were about to be able to escape the prison and not worry about the smuggled item, I don't know, it's up to you guys if you want to take it out, but as that happens, Rot was standing in the hallway, standing guard as Carlos was going to go get some water. He comes up the stairs and is leading a Captain Vance and a half red dragonborn up the stairs, and now we kind of pick up from there. Carlos is saying hey, the Sodom gang is so good. You definitely need to hear them. You definitely need to hear them in order to be able to make a good judgment for the rest of the prisoners. So, Rot, you see them coming up. What do you do?
Question, because I don't know if anybody else would have already discovered this, or 13 would have.
No, you're the only one who has.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My next point. Is there another exit/entrance into this room that they're in for them to go through?
No, this is the only door into the warden's office.
Okay. She's gonna lean in without seeming too suspicious, just in case she has been seen. Your dad's coming.
Oh, it's not the dad. This is Captain
Vance.
Vance.
I thought you said it was, it's your other worst enemy, the captain.
Kara's like, oh no, we gotta get out of here. And she starts kind of looking around to see if I don't think she's not really been in here a bunch of times in order to be able to kind of know if there's any escape routes.
Is there a jacket? Or a uniform piece that he keeps in there, or...
Make an investigation check for me.
I'm not really in there.
I mean, yeah.
I got a nat 20. What do I see?
Okay.
Where is it?
You see, in the corner, a kind of hanging on a coat rack near the back of the office. You see some uniforms.
She's gonna quickly run in there and throw on a jacket, be like, "I'm gonna distract you, and then I'll chase you down."
All right, I want you to roll a dexterity check to see how fast you can be able to do this, because they are not that the hallway's not long.
17.
17. Okay, so as you're kind of like running through, to try to be able to grab the armor and try to be able to put it on, what is everyone else
like a
doing?
sim.
Do we all know what's happening right now?
Yeah, I said that the.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get Rot's attention and say, "Do you need a hand?" And then like raise my mage hand up like as high as I can.
Oh, okay.
Do you need a hand?
If you want to roll a dexterity, a dexterity check for me.
Is our magic still?
Oh yeah, no, your magic's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Your magic's good. Yeah.
That's a 5. Damn.
Okay, so you see, kind of like lifts the mage hand that kind of accidentally drops like a cloak on the floor. But what is everyone else doing? You can. I will say you can if you want to, because you can ready an action. So if you want to do if they're kind of coming to the room, if you want to do a surprise, either attack or a surprise action, you can have that at the ready, and you just tell me what you want to what do you want to see, or if something happening, whether they're coming through the door, or you see a little bit of whatever it is that will trigger that action. You can let me know if you want to be able to do that instead.
Is it so if they're coming up the stairs, is it when they immediately go on the landing, is it right there? Or is it
it's a little down the hallway, you're kind of near, the office door is kind of near the north end of the hexagon, but on the right. But they are basically within 2 rounds of combat, so about 12 seconds, they're going to be able to be at the door.
Okay. I'm going to ready vicious mockery.
Okay. All right. I like that. Anyone else? Or do you want to trigger it when they come? What do you want to do? When they come through the door, or when the first sign of them, or where do you want to position yourself?
So I'm gonna hide to the I guess when he comes in, I'll be to the left, immediately along the wall.
Okay.
And then I'm getting ready vicious mockery as soon as the captain comes in.
Okay. Anyone else wanted to prepare a surprise
Does the door
spell or
open
action?
inward towards the room or outward?
The door is open inward, so I'll say that for you, Grant, because you're on the left side of the door, the door is kind of on that side of the door frame. So you're just kind of in behind it, but so you'll be hidden if someone's coming in, but you basically can be able to have enough eyesight that you can be able to cast a spell as soon as they enter the room. So the door opens inward towards the left.
Can we hear them clinking? Are they wearing metal armor?
Oh yeah, they're wearing metal armor, and Carl's just talking to them, and letting them know how good the Sonam gang it really is at performing, and he's really looking forward to being able to see him, and him and Orion go way back, you can hear them coming down the hallway.
Okay, I'd like to ready shocking grasp.
Okay, yeah. Shocking. Okay, cool. And what do you want to trigger? When soon as you see them?
I want to be ready to do it, but I don't want to do it as soon as I see them. I want to be able to survey the situation. I don't want to cast it and get Rot hurt, essentially. And I don't know what Rot's gonna do.
So basically, you'll trigger it once when Rot's kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. When as soon as you have clean I have sight, a sight line. Okay, cool. Morica, what do you want to do?
I guess I want to get ready because I have Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I need to do any sort of preparation for that.
Not really. I mean, it's a sort of a kind of one of those casts. You can kind of have a weapon at the ready, and you can basically fire if you need to. Because I would say everyone has their weapons, everyone has all their stuff that was in their character sheet, so you can be able to use whatever. But yeah, if you want to ready a weapon and then have, I think Hunter's Mark is a bonus action for you, so I can be able to do that and then use your weapon if you want to, because then that's your full action.
Well, so I guess I have a crossbow then. then. So I'll be
Okay. Where does everyone position? Like, so we got Grant in behind the door. We've got Rot and Inga kind of near the back corner, grabbing armor. Kara's basically going to be kind of like hiding in behind the desk. To kind of use that as cover. Yasir and Morka, where do you want to position yourselves?
For myself, probably by the desk.
By the desk, okay. By Kara, okay. Cool. So you're both back there. Yasir, where do you want to be?
I want to be on the other side of the door. I have an action called Grappling Pin. So whoever the first person that comes in, I want to use Grappling Pin on them to hold them down. Now, would that impede Rot from moving out of the way?
No, because Rot is kind of like she's over by the where the armor is, so she's kind of like frantically putting on that armor. Okay. And I'll just say like like basically you won't like you'll have a clean action like clean shot to the door if you want to be able to do that.
Oh, I don't make it back to the door.
I will say.
If that's the case, then I don't want to put this jacket on. That was the whole point of it.
Oh, okay.
Because I can hide behind her.
No, it's fine. I like this idea.
You can hide behind her, yeah, if you want to.
Being all, short-statured and everything.
Oh, yeah, you're a halfling. I always forget that.
Yeah.
I just dart under between the legs, because that's what I'm going to go for a leg lock.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, so as they're kind of coming through the door, I will say that Rot, whatever you want to do, like I will say, like everyone has the ready to action, so it's not like it is going to be kind of a surprise round if we go into combat. But Rot, I will leave up to you, and Inga, if you want to be able to help Rot in this situation, and even Yasir too, because you're right by there. Rot, what do you want to do as they're kind of coming towards the door to the office?
Yeah, my idea was to dress not looking like a prisoner as much as I could and get to the door to make it seem like I also work here. Okay.
All right. So then I will say, like, as like Yasir and Inga, you're kind of like you're helping her kind of like put the last bit of touches on the armor a little bit, and they kind of walk in. So I want you to make a collective deception check for me. So everyone roll deception.
I got a 1.
A 1? Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay.
I got an 18.
14.
Yes, please elevate me. Pull me up.
Okay.
From the ashes.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll for them. Anyone got above a 19? No. Okay. All right. Okay, fine. Rot, what do you do? You kind of like you're standing there, and they kind of like Captain Carlos kind of like steps out of the way of the door, and the first person you see is Captain Vance, and Vance is you can see he kind of looks like he's an older man, but with kind of like a stern look, and you can see behind him his sort of like the less sort of next in command, basically a very tall sort of female half red dragon, like the very big, very built out, very. He kind of has like a little bit of a scar above his forehead, but he has like all the trappings of a captain of all the guards. But you do notice that he does have a pendant on his shawl in the shape of a dragon, yeah.
All right, so
and he kind of like looks in and be like, who in the hell are you?
So Rot has a background of military rank, which means that she can utilize this rank for recognition or authority over some other soldiers. So although the captain may not recognize her, especially if it's of a different military battalion or whatever it is, she would just try to embody what she used to know to do her best to buy time and perchance convince that she's supposed to be here. Because does he know what they all look like? We know that other guy does, but...
You don't know. But I think you can kind of maybe piece together that based off of the ledger that he might have been the one to process all of you as you were kind of, during your charmed state that you can't remember, but you don't know. As he says, he looks over to you and he says, "Who the hell are you?"
I am Rotten. I'm supposed to be here to guard the office because I heard that there is a band of musical artists running around, and we just want to make sure that everything is protected.
Carlos is like, "See, I told you, they're here for perform." He lifts up a hand, basically to kind of to shut up Carlos, and he goes, "I know every single guard who works here for me.
I'm
and
new.
You are not one of them."
I'm a new guard. I came in today, actually. I haven't met you yet.
If you're
Snapped
new,
her legs
shouldn't you have
together.
reported? if you're new, shouldn't you have reported to me first?
You were on lunch.
Roll. I want Rot. You roll a deception check for me. He was kind of convinced at the beginning of like he wasn't sure. That first sort of like group of deception roll is like a little confused, but wanted to hear you out. But this is kind of like, okay, now you're trying to convince him that like
21.
Really? Which one? Sorry.
21. He was on lunch.
Okay. Let me just roll. He leans up towards Lisa. "Lisa, you're supposed to tell me when anyone new guards are supposed to come in. I need to see them first." And Lisa's like just kind of I don't know, boss. I'm so sorry.
Lisa? What do they look like?
Oh, Lisa's like a full-on like red dragonborn, like kind of like bigger than you. I will say that, like kind of.
A lot of things are.
Sure. Yeah, well, I would say actually probably even bigger. I think probably the biggest one is probably Grant as the tiefling, but like he or she stands like just basically her horns on her head, kind of like she has to duck a little bit just to try to be able to get through the door frame. But she's got like a fully decked out in armor, like her snout or like kind of like you can see like a little bit of like smoke, kind of like as if it's like when you're breathing and you see like a little bit of fog coming out of the out of your mouth, like that kind of thing, but just from heat, like it's just from her nostrils, and she has like bright yellow eyes as she kind of like looks through and she kind of is despondent. She's like, "I'm sorry, boss, I didn't mean to do that," and you could tell like she's built like a brick house, and we love her for it, kind of thing. But like you could, so yeah, and so the Vance kind of leans back and goes, "Enough of this." And then he looks into the room and he sees a bunch of.
He tries to go alongside with where he's trying to look. On her tiptoes, obviously he's taller, but she's like, "Oh, can I help you with anything?"
"And who the hell is every one of you?"
I'm with her. And I point at Rot.
Yeah, right now, okay, I will say he sees Inga right beside Rot. Yasir, you're still kind of hidden in behind her through like the cloak, but he does kind of see around the corner a Odeon in a wheelchair. What do you do?
Vicious mockery him.
Vicious mockery him? Okay, cool. Let me just take a look at the specific stuff for that spell. What do you mean, hideous laughter or vicious mockery? You have hellish rebuke as a second level spell, or you have hideous laughter as. Oh no, you do. I'm sorry, you do have vicious mockery. That's a cantrip. Yeah. So, okay, so I just definitely you cast that. I'm gonna have to roll. See if what do you say to this? What do you say to Captain Vance? Because it is basically the part of the spell. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you see within range.
Do I say it if it hits, or do I say it regardless?
You say it regardless.
Okay. Imagine being so foolish that 5 undesirables are in your office and you had no idea.
Okay. All right. He's gonna roll. Actually. I love this. He's got a nat 20. You hear he hears these words and he's like, "I don't give a fuck about any of you desirables. You have nothing on me, and you're gonna die. I want everyone to roll initiative. We're going into our first combat, folks. This is gonna be great.
Oh my god.
Because of my dagger of warning, I get advantage on initiative rolls.
Direct initiative, right?
Yes, you click on the initiative button.
11.
I'm a
You guys are all lucky. Lisa rolled a natural 1 on that. All right, sorry. So okay, and then actually I'm gonna roll for Kara as well.
I rolled a 2.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're still better than Lisa. That's all that matters.
Okay. All right. I rolled a 2. That's all.
11.
Yes.
Okay. We just need from Rot initiative.
Oh, sorry, I thought I said 17.
Oh, 17? Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So we're gonna start. I'm using the fun little encounter creator on D&D Beyond. Not a sponsor of the show, but yeah. All right, Rot, you're first. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I am.
You can actually, you can do. Actually, I will say that if anyone who had a prepared action beforehand, I will let you go first. Grant, you already had yours with the vicious mockery. Morica, do you want to be able to try to be able to roll for to hit?
Yeah, sure. But you have to explain how.
Okay, so what you do, and I will bring up your character sheet so that I can be able to see. So if you want to be able to roll for Hunter's Mark, so this will be a bonus action. So if you go to your spells tab in your character sheet and you look for Hunter's Mark, you click the cast button beside it.
Okay, I think I clicked on it. Wait, cast. Oh, I just cast it 3 times. Oops.
Yep, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take the first.
I fixed it. Okay, it's cast.
Okay, perfect. For what that does, basically, to let everyone know, is that you choose a creature within sight of you, basically to mark it as like that is your ultimate target. So, who you're aiming for, Captain Vance or the half-blood or the half-red dragonborn, Lisa? Basically, what happens is until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit them with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any wisdom or like perception or survival checks.
Whoa.
Okay, squad, help someone who's newish. Who should I cast it on?
I don't know. I want to help you, but I don't know either.
I would say probably as a hint. I mean, probably usually the biggest one is kind of like the one you would want to sort of attack or like attach it to, which would probably be Lisa. Yeah.
So probably Brickhouse Lady.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, yeah, every time if you hit her, then you also add a 1d6 damage to that damage. So, all right. So now that you've got your spell out, now it's your full-on action. So you can be able to either you can use your crossbow or you do have a sword as well. What do you want to be able to hit her with?
I want to use my crossbow.
Okay, cool. So if you go to your actions tab on the character sheet, you should see a crossbow light. And if you see something that says, like, I think it's a +7 hit DC.
Yeah. Should I hit the +7?
Hit the +7, yeah.
I got an 18.
18, okay. Let me just bring up
And
the...
it's like extra d6 with that, or does that already get out?
No, actually, no. That D6 is basically for damage. So this is basically the first roll is always, for those who may not know how D&D works. This is great for everybody. How D&D works is that you roll. Your first roll is always to see if you can hit or miss, and then if you do hit, which is basically you're trying to be able to get best. You're trying to best their AC, which is their armor class. If you beat that, then you can be able to roll damage, and that's your second roll, and that'll determine how much damage that hit took. So because you rolled an 18, that is Lisa's AC. So that means you win. So now you can be able to roll your damage. So on the same character sheet, you can be able to click on where it says beside the crossbow 1d8 plus 3. If you click on that.
Oh no. Oh, 4.
4. That's fine. Okay, and then there should be on also on the bottom left. You see like a little dice icon. If you click on that.
Yeah. Do you want me to do a d6 for that?
D is just 1d6. Yep. So this is going to add to your 4.
4. So I did 4, and then I got a 6.
A 6, perfect. So you do 10 damage to Lisa. So that's the first bit of damage for the game. Let's go. All right, cool. All right, and did anyone? So Kara actually also is going to go first, and she's actually going to cast. You kind of see that the kind of. She kind of like you kind of like actually, because Morika, you're kind of right beside Kara, you kind of see like her back all of a sudden start to glow into like to the colors of like yellow and orange and red as her like you can see the pattern of the tattoo on her back starts to like that kind of starts to glow into that pattern, and she's gonna cast a firestorm at them. And basically all I have to do is just roll a 15 dexterity saving throw.
Wait, this is a fire attack?
This is a fire attack, yeah.
Do I see this coming?
You see that the glow has happened, but you have no idea whether this this fire like what's going to actually happen.
Okay.
So, all right. So I'm gonna basically do and I definitely know for yours, like you can do what we discussed if you want to. All right. So I'm gonna actually roll for. She's going to cast it against Captain Vance. So, yeah, no, doesn't make it. So now I'm going to roll 3d8 damage.
Did I get to do my spell that I?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you did have a spell as well. Yeah. Yes. What would you like to do?
But can I ask first about this fire? The fire spell. Like, it didn't hit.
It did. Yes. Yeah.
Would I have seen this fire? Like, did it go past me?
So you're kind of like on the sort of, you're at a bit of a distance, so you're not like close by. You're basically like about 10-15 feet away from Kara, but basically like she kind of like spins, and like as her tattoos on the back of her on her back kind of like start to glow, they kind of like start to go up to the glow starts to happen towards her right hand, and she kind of like just puts her hand out in a palms up motion, and fire basically comes, a fireball hits is thrown towards Captain Vance, and Captain Vance basically like gets hit with like a blast of fire to his face, and takes like a little bit of 15 damage to that. So
I scream.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna hurt anybody's ears here, but I scream the most blood-curdling scream that you have like ever experienced. I feel like anyone around me might be maybe holding on to their ears at the moment, and I hit the floor and I'm hyperventilating.
Okay. I will say roll a d20 for me.
It's a 7.
Okay. So I will say you're like the spell that you kind of prepared, you won't be able to do a surprise attack right now. So that is gone. That you have to wait to your next turn to see if you'll be able to recover from that. All right. So
I think at this point I'm like out. I'm out of my wheelchair, like on the floor, huddling into my legs and like hyperventilating and hiding. Like if I'm next to a desk, like I'm behind the desk, I am like I'm out. Like,
okay, yep, that's fine. Yeah, you kind of duck out of your chair and kind of hiding in behind the desk with Morika and Kara. And Kara's like, "Are you okay? Are you like?" She's kind of like, she kind of like maybe puts a 2 and 2 together and just realizes, oh shoot, it's something I did. Oh no, and she kind of immediately comes over towards you to try to comfort you. In that case, yeah. No, then Rot, you're up first.
Cool. Who's in front of me directly?
So right now, you basically have clear sight to Captain kind of like the Vance is kind of he's kind of stumbled towards the right of side of the room, and Lisa's kind of like standing still she's kind of coming through the doorway. So basically, you have clear this line of sight for both of them right now if you want to be able to attack them.
I'm gonna run up to Lisa and shocking grasp.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna like grab hold of both of her arms when I do it.
Okay. Is there anything that I have to do? Is it like a specific save, or is it just you just rolled?
So I have to make a spell attack.
Okay, cool.
Are they? What are they wearing?
They're wearing just basic kind of like armor. They're loaded up. Like
What's the material of this armor?
it is metal. It is plate mail. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I needed.
Okay.
Well, I don't even need this advantage. I got a nat 20. I got 2 nat 20s.
Damn. Okay. All right. Well, we're
turning it around.
So you roll for damage and double it, because that's what happens when you hit a nat 20 on your attack roll. You double your damage.
All right, let me roll this.
It'll be interesting. I love this.
Okay, and then double it. Hang on, I need a calculator really quick. My brain's as fried as it is.
We're gonna need calculators for this now. Might have made my half dragonborn basically a little less beefy.
28.
28.
Of electricity. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That is the as the the electricity, the lightning kind of comes out from your spell, hits Lisa like right in the center of the plate mail armor chest, and it just like sparks of just lightning kind of like sparks all the way around her armor, and she just kind of screams. And then,
as I take my hands off, I feel like it leaves a little bit of an imprint of her hand, almost like a singe
totally.
on her body.
Like basically the plate, the spot where you touch the plate mail, all around it is basically like a burnt to a crisp, except for a very clean handprint. And yeah, you did some damage. All right, so that is Rot's turn. All right, we're gonna do prisoner 13. I think is gonna what she's gonna do is, because she's right beside Inga. What she's gonna do is she's gonna like you see like on her hand on her ring finger on her right hand, she kind of does like a little series of taps with her with that finger, with her ring finger and her thumb, and it starts to glow, and then you hear Inga in your mind, her voice basically saying, "It's okay. I'm here. What do you need? Are you okay? What can I do to help?" And she's trying to calm your emotions a little bit.
I don't think that there's a response from Inga. I think it's just like really shaky breathing and like holding onto her knees.
Okay.
Like there's no attempt to get away from 13, but there's also no response. Like no verbal response.
Okay. All right. Then she's gonna like still stay right by you, and she's gonna try to calm emotions. I will say that on your next turn, you can because she's kind of trying to help you a little bit. It's up to you. Basically, you can take on your next turn. You can take a roll for a wisdom saving throw. The DC for that is lower now because she's helping you. But it's up to you if you want to be able to take that, or if you're still kind of like in your own head at the moment, or as it's affecting you, the trauma's affecting you at the moment. So, all right, Morgan or Morica, you are up. What would you like to do? I know you already had like a hit, but it's now officially your turn.
Why don't I don't think I have anything that can help you in that right now.
You can do another attack roll, because right now, so you can see that the Lisa has taken a big hit with that sort of the shocking grass. Like she's hurt, like she's kind of like her body's kind of like slumped over a little bit, and she's trying to like regain her strength a little bit again, but she's hurt. Captain Vance has not been hit at all. Well, actually, no, a little bit of hit, the fire to the face, but you can basically you can attack either one of those two.
I'm gonna go then, because Hunter's Mark is on
Lisa.
On Lisa, my brick house lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot her.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, then you just hit the +7 on your crossbow again, where it says hit DC.
And I duck.
Oh no.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
Can I go again? I got a 2. Oh no, I got a 9. Sorry.
You got a 9. Unfortunately, it's not enough. So as you aim your crossbow again, and you're trying to be able to aim around Rot as she's kind of just standing there, unfortunately, the arrow kind of goes a bit wide and hits the door frame just above her head. So unfortunately, that misses. All right, it is Odion's turn. What do you want to do, sir?
Can I only use Hellish Rebuke if I get damaged?
Let me take a look. Hellish Rebuke.
I think so, from what I'm reading.
It's a reaction. Yeah, would you take? Yeah, if
okay.
you to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. Yeah, so you can only do that when you if you get hit.
Like, okay, where is Rot in relation to Captain and Lisa?
So where you are, because you're kind of just in behind the door itself. Rot is kind of like is right
I'm
in
like
front,
right in front of, yeah.
right in front of Lisa. That she just like electroshocked Lisa to almost death. And Captain Vance is kind of like just off to the side into the corner of the room. Like right now, I would say that you do have a clear shot at both, but you have a better shot if you want to be able to do a spell against Vance.
Can I use Shatter between Lisa and Captain Vance? Can I avoid Rot if I use Shatter?
What does it say?
So basically, yeah, it's within 10-foot radius. You'd have to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll do it.
Not worth it.
Yeah, let me do a comfort.
Yeah.
I'm great
Well,
at
I
comfort,
want
so-
to hurt Rot though.
but I'm good at it. I'll use it.
Yeah, she hasn't taken any damage at all, so you can totally do it if you want.
Okay, I'll do Shatter then.
Okay, perfect.
What's the con save?
The con save is a 14. I have to do this for the Half-Blood Dragon.
Okay.
Nope. Lisa does not make it, and
I don't make it.
You don't make it either.
It's okay. I'm pretty juicy.
That's fine. That's fine. And also, Captain Vance also does not make it.
I didn't make it. I'm still great at con, but I didn't make it.
All right. So Grant, Odeon, what you can do is basically, you hit beside Shatter. You can see there it says 3d8. Click on that, and that'll see how much damage everyone takes.
16.
16. Okay. So Rot, you take 16 damage.
Does my mage hand also have a separate reaction?
Good question.
Is it like Baldur's Gate?
I mean, it can do. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door. You can use you can move the hand as a bonus action if you want to prepare something, but you won't be able to do anything else other than that.
Can I?
Because you already use your action to use shatter.
Yeah. Can I move my hand like toward Rot, like to try and like help her up next turn?
Well, she's not down. She just had, it's basically what happens is like as soon as you cast Shatter like this in a 10-foot kind of radius around Vance, Lisa, and Rot, there's like this sort of massive thundering boom that kind of basically like Rot, you hear like a little bit of like your ears start to ring a little bit, like kind of a bit of tinnitus, and you hear. It's like a piercing sort of like a sound.
God,
so,
I know what this feels like.
yeah. But I mean, hey, you can do whatever you want with your mage hand, but she's not down. She's basically just kind of like hunched over a little bit.
I'll move it toward her for next turn.
Okay. Cool. All right. Then in that case, it is Ysir's turn. Ysir, what do you want to do, sir?
Okay, let's see. I want to use grappling pin on Lisa.
So you can roll to grapple. I think then in that case that will be a moving a to grab a creature, wrestle with it. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack. Okay, so in that case it would kind of be a just a bait. So what you do is you click on the so under unarmed strike in your actions, basically you can hit I think it's yours is a +4 for hit DC, and you can be able to see if you're trying to be able to go for Lisa or you're trying to go for the captain.
Lisa.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, click on that and let me know what you rolled.
Oh my god. So I rolled a 7, but can I use my lucky to re-roll that?
I think that might only be
on ones for half.
On ones, yeah.
Okay.
Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, you try to go. You do like kind of like you dash and you kind of run forward and you try to aim, like you dive over towards Elisa's legs, and she kind of like, even in her stumble kind of state, she kind of like steps off to the side, and you kind of just land on the ground right beside her as she kind of like you just miss kind of thing. So okay. In that case, then now it is Lisa's turn, and she right now basically the one that's done the most amount of damage is towards Rot. So she's going to take her she pulls out her long sword from her belt, and she basically goes to do a kind of swing against Rot. So let me let's see, what's your AC?
It is 11.
11. Okay. All right.
Wait,
so that
that's
is
not correct.
so. Then in that case, a 19 does hit you. So as she kind of like she swings towards you and kind of like does. Sorry.
Could I do silvery barbs?
Yeah, you totally can. Yeah. So that's just a reroll, right?
Mm-hmm. You
Okay,
used to use the lower roll.
What's your AC again? Sorry.
It says 11, but that's not correct. Because I remember it being 14. I don't know what I did that messed it up.
Yeah, I would say like, okay, we'll just say that's it for now. So yeah, the lower is a 12. So like describe as you cast silvery barbs to kind of like to dodge away her or like to have her re-roll her hit.
Yeah. So it's a magical distraction basically to have a character. Oh, but also, by the way, I now get to give encouragement to another creature. So someone will have advantage on the next roll. Actually, who is next out of us?
Next person is Inga.
Inga, baby, you get advantage. But as I see Yazir come sliding in, I assume that Lisa, even though she is focused on me, would have that distraction for a quick moment. That no, I'm not gonna do that. Well, maybe. Okay, it's not gonna do damage to her, but as she begins to to hit me, I want to just like karate chop her wrist. So she's like, ow.
Oh, you just want to do an unarmed strike as a reaction?
But I don't do damage. It's like this is my distraction to her.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Oh, that's what you do. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm like hitting a little pressure point thing.
Yeah, you kind of like you just aim like as she's about to kind of like to stab forward. She kind of you kind of just do a karate chop against her against her wrist, and she kind of like just stumbles a little bit and just misses the strike against you. And yeah, she kind of like just starts to stumble forward a bit. Sorry
about that.
I don't think she cares. So Inga, it is now your turn. You can roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage now, because Rod gave you advantage, or it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll. I think enough. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Well, that's a 6 plus the 4 that I've got to my wisdom saving throw, so...
That's okay. You can roll it again, because you do have advantage.
And that's a 12 plus the 4, so 16.
16. Okay, so as like Kara's in your head, and she's trying to, basically is trying to calm you down, you do feel a little bit of like a kind of a sort of a feeling of calmness throughout, and then you kind of feel this sort of like jolt of adrenaline as you kind of feel like that something magical sort of spell started to kind of hit you from rot, and you start to like as if you were kind of waking up from a nightmare. All of a sudden, it's like you just do like a quick intake of breath, and you're now you're back out, and you're kind of it's almost like a kind of adrenaline shot to you just and what do you do after that?
I think I take a beat as I take this big breath in, and like there are tears streaming down my face, and I just like wipe. I just like wipe them. They're still coming, but like I wipe them away. They're still going. I scramble for my wheelchair. I stand myself up, and I take a couple of paces to get back into my wheelchair.
Kind of also helps you towards your chair too, to kind of help you up if you let her.
And I get back into my wheelchair, and I'm shaking, like my whole body is moving as I'm shaking, but
okay.
I'm back in my wheelchair, and I'm like slowly coming round. Am I able to do something else, or does then that go into next turn?
You won't be able to do any bonus actions, and you have used I will say you have used your full movement, but you can be able to do one action. So you can do something if you like.
I think I feel like even though I would like to do an action, I honestly feel like pulling yourself out of a panic attack is way more than one action in itself. So sure. Like I feel like it's probably not fair for Inga to have another action in this turn.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we will bend the rules of D&D a little bit, and we'll say yes. You can. That's just enough to be kind of like you're in your chair. You need it like a quick second to basically to kind of gather yourself, and then on your next turn, if we'll get that far, then you will then you can be able to do your full round of action. So
sorry, I'm like forever narrative driven, and I also feel like anybody who's like coming on this adventure with us who's experienced a panic attack will like totally understand that actually like, oh my god, it just takes everything to come out of it. So like
all good.
Totally.
I don't think she's got anything else in her for this round, to be honest with you.
That's totally fine. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Rot, it is your turn.
Oh, okay.
We're now back at the top of the order.
That was quick. Yeah, I'm just
actually sorry. You know what? Shoot, I forgot to be able to include Captain Vance and all that stuff.
You don't have to remember that.
I forgot he had an attack. So he kind of after being stunned by the fireball attack from Kara, he kind of like looks around, and the closest person that he can be able to see is as Lisa's kind of like stumbled over the little halfling, kind of sees Ysir there, and starts to be able to and is about to attack him with a long sword. So let me see. What's your AC, Ysir?
13.
13. Okay. That is a 12. So, as he tries to be able to, like, you can tell that Vance is not necessarily fully, he's okay with a sword, but you can kind of tell because of your martial art, like artist expertise, like you can tell that he is not very adept at it. And you start to kind of piece together that maybe that Lisa's sort of the muscle and he's just there, but he knows enough to defend himself, but that's kind of really it. So using your martial arts abilities, like you're able to see, you're able to see his attack from like a mile away, and you have just enough time to kind of like just spin out of the way as you try to be able to get up, and he kind of like he tries to stab forward, and he like you basically like he misses completely. Like there's not even like the close call, whatever. Like he completely misses it, and like accidentally sticks his sword into the door. And actually like it kind of jolts Oleon because you're kind of like just right behind the door, and you see like this like this bit like this sword kind of like poking through the hole in the door now, and with that. Now it is officially Rot's turn.
I'm just gonna shock and grass Lisa again. That's my homie.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can do that. You just kill my most powerful NPC. That's fine. That's fine.
Welcome.
What do I got to roll for that again?
You don't. I do.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, right. Yeah, because it's AC. Yeah.
Is 18 hit?
18 hits. Yeah, just hits.
Ooh,
So
that's a
yeah,
good hit.
roll for damage. It's gonna be
That
interesting.
is 12 of lightning damage.
Okay. All right. As you go for another attack, I'm just gonna do it because I don't have a better phrase than Matt Mercer. How do you want to do this?
Oh, DTD, describe their demise.
I like that.
Yes.
Describe their demise. Yes.
Yes. So after this quick shatter and then this distraction that she does, noticing everything that's going on around her, the amalgamation of people that she has come together with, all doing what they can to best get through this moment of battle, she would then once more, noticing that Lisa is hunched over and kind of getting hit left and right, distractions coming all from across the room, would reach right back out, probably imprinting her hand in the exact same spot that she had the first time so that it fits like a glove, and allowing this electricity to form around her fingers as it heats up and this lightning starts to go around the torso of her body and up her body to then just like singeing through her skin and allowing this steam and electricity to engulf her.
I love that. And yeah, as she kind of like she kind of like lying on the ground, and steam is starting to kind of come up from her body. And Vance kind of looks over, is like, motherfucker, and then he starts to kind of like go towards the door, and it wants to flee. You can take anyone. Actually, I would say Rot and Odeon, and also Yasir. If you wish, you can be able to take an attack of opportunity. So that means you can be able to get one
Yes,
attack off.
Obviously.
Yeah. So
100%.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Y'all go ahead and do yours first, and then I'll do mine.
Yep. So we'll go with Odeon's first, because you're kind of actually no, you will go Yasir because you're kind of like right on the ground, like right near him.
So I look at Captain Vance as he has his sword stuck into the door, and I just laugh at him. And I'll show him, be like, oh, you need a sword to attack me? Well, I'm unarmed. And so I want to go ahead and basically use flurry of blows and basically do like a spinning back kick. And then, if it lands, do an uppercut. To attempt
I will say,
to like
because
smack
it's
him on the floor.
because it's an attack of opportunity, you can be able to do one move. So if you want to be able to
Okay.
do like you can choose either an uppercut or like a full on like tripping kind of motion.
I want to definitely do a tripping, like hit him in the back of the legs to kind of make him sweep.
Cool. Then in that case, I want you to roll, for an unarmed attack. Or actually, wait, I think because that will be part of your martial artist abilities. Let me see what you can be able to do attack-wise. Yeah, it's basically just an unarmed attack. So basically, click your hit DC, that +4 that's there.
11.
11. Okay, so it's just barely able to make it. So I will say, like your leg, as you kind of like kind of stick out and try to be able to trip as he runs by, he kind of like just stumbles a little bit, not enough to be able to kind of like pull him flat on his face, but like just enough that he's like trying to he's stumbling a little bit, doesn't have a clean sort of route to get through the door. So now in that case, Odeon, now it's your turn if you want to be able to do something. So he's kind of like distracted a little bit, and he's not noticing you at all as he's trying to run away.
I'm going to use suggestion.
Okay. Let me just pull that up here. Suggestion, what is that? Okay, you can basically okay. Basically it's a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so basically what is, so you can say one sentence or two. What suggestion do you want to tell them to do?
You're going to stay in this room as we mercilessly beat the shit out of you.
Okay. Hey, that's two sentences. I'll say that. I mean, actually, I don't know. You're the journalist here, so
That was
how
one.
that. It was one.
There was
Okay,
a
cool.
comma in there.
There was a comma. Okay, comma. All right. Sorry, I did not hear the comma. That's fine. All right. So wisdom saving throw. Okay. Let me just double check. What is this? Does he get a plus to that? Nope. Does not make it. So he, like, you see, like, as you say this, he kind of like just, his eyes kind of blink wide open, and he kind of like just stumbles back towards the center of the room, and then he just kind of just stands there and just like with his arms and like kind of slack, and his head kind of like droops down to the front of him, and he is just now standing in the middle of the room. So
Can I ask what Carlos is doing?
Carlos ran away. He's not there anymore.
Even if he was
My
charmed?
guy.
He's not like it's charm can only go so far, and if anything
Okay.
that's kind of like that is any danger, it's like hey,
okay.
he got
Yeah.
to go away. He's not
Okay.
like he's gonna willing to defend you. Let's just say that.
Okay.
But you don't know where Carlos kind of ran off to. But so basically, and Rot, you can take an action, your raid action if you want, like an attack of opportunity. But now like Captain Vance is kind of just standing in the middle of the in the room, kind of just slack, like his arms and
Standing there?
he's just standing there. Yeah, he's just told to stay in the room and let everyone beat the shit out of him. That's what he was told to wait for.
I don't want to hurt this man's then. Is there any like rope around? Can I grapple him basically?
I think between all of you, there's probably like some rope that you can be able to find, like grab, and you can totally tie him up if you want to, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, let me just double check how long that action lasts for. Oh, concentration up to 8 hours. Fantastic. Yeah. So
Here.
he's just kind of stand like. Do you have him sit down, or do you tie him up against something, or do you just kind of like
Where should I tie him up, everybody?
Yeah. Okay. If anyone wants to help to tie him up, you totally can.
I'm asking where we should tie him up.
Yeah, we're out of combat right now, basically. So everyone can move or do an action if they want to.
How big is the
I can come help tie up.
You help tie up. Okay.
How big
yeah.
is the cabinet?
How big is what? Sorry.
The cabinet that all the notes and stuff are in?
You want to put him in the cabinet?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to put him in the cabinet? Yeah, you can put him in the cabinet if you want.
Put him in the toki.
I shove him in the locker.
Shove him in the locker. Yeah, you can totally shove him in the
Give
locker.
your
Yeah.
screw money.
Yeah, you can tie him up and you can basically just shove him into the locker. Like he's not resistant, so you can you can do with him whatever you want.
Where can I do that then? We tie him up and each do our own little knots.
Yeah, and Kibler is just like kind of like right there, just kind of like growling, like at his ankles, just kind of like growling at him, be like, "I knew he was a bad guy, boss. Put him in the locker. Put him in the locker."
And I'm coming to help as well with the ropes, like silently. Coming
Sure.
to help with the ropes. Yeah.
Yep. And as they're about to kind of like close the door, Kara kind of like walks up and just sees him like slack jawed. He's just standing there like not really moving, not like kind of just almost like a complete like daze. And she spits in his face. And then she grabs she walks to the desk, grabs the ledger and kind of like puts it into her cloak. And she's like, "Let's get the hell out of here." And you can tell like now her accent's gone. She there's no accent at all. It's just this is her natural voice. I wish that she can be British, but I'm basically like ending that right now. She's like
Taking off these
it's hard.
clothes that I put on. Well,
Sorry?
needs more. She's taking off these clothes she doesn't need.
And
They're putting
actually,
them.
Kara kind of looks up to you. He's like, "Can I take that?
Sure, it's not mine to really give, but
I
all
would
right.
do anything to get out of these prisoners' clothes." And she basically strips out and like puts down the armor and she kind of like it just basically just all right. And she kind of like ties up the cloak a little bit because she's a dwarf, so she is kind of short, and so she ties up the cloak just to so it doesn't make it like super big on her. You guys have the ledger, or she has the ledger, and there's no there's no one else in the room. The door, you slam the locker closed, and there's anything else you want to do?
Did we find the thing that we
You
were
didn't
supposed
find
to
the thing that you were supposed to look for, but if you want to, you can do an investigation check in the room if you want to try to look
Is
for
it in this room or was it?
It would be in this
somewhere
room. Yeah, you were told it was going to be in the warden's office. Yeah.
Is that all of us need to do an investigation check, or is that just Rot?
I would say Rot because you asked for it. Rot, why don't you do an investigation check for
else? I
me?
got it. 19.
19, perfect. Okay, so you kind of go towards where Kara initially was looking for the for the ledger, because she knew that basically that there was like a like on in the desk there's kind of like a secret compartment that's in there, and I would just say like yeah, you can kind of see that that's the as you kind of like pulling out drawers, like actually using your pretty much your brute strength. You like you don't even have to like roll for like to pick the lock. You just basically just pull the lock drawer open, and you see inside like a bunch of different sort of like bits of papers and some like healing potions and stuff like that. But you also do see a box, about a like a rectangular box that has a dragon's head a pendant on it.
Oh, this looks like something interesting. You'll just see her say as she bends down and picks up this box. This might be interesting for us.
Okay.
Yes? She's gonna hand it to whoever wants it. She doesn't want to open it. She doesn't trust herself.
I'll take it. Okay. Like
Okay.
very quickly, with the enthusiasm of somebody who feels like they have something to prove.
All right. Okay. Do you want to open the box?
Yeah.
Okay. You open up the box, and inside you see something that I think all of you would recognize. You see those same glasses that person that the soldier with the red shawl was wearing on like when he first met you, the thing that you remember before you all blacked out, the same kind of pair of glasses, the same charming pair of glasses, but this time instead of a blue lens, it's a red lens, and also in that box is a scroll. And you open up, and if you want to open up that scroll, it basically it has a list of basically a list of people from a different nation that like you don't know what that list is. Basically, you see basically just a bunch of list of names, but you see that like basically it's labeled per like nation around like the different areas, like the different countries around the country that you're in, and they're all kind of like categorized by that. So you kind of gather that this might be either potentially a list of contacts in the different nations, or maybe potentially a bunch of different names for whatever reason. But that's kind of what you see in the box.
Is there anything special about these glasses? Like, can I detect magic?
Yeah, if you want to do an arcane check for it to take a look, yeah, or arcana check. Sorry.
Well, that was a 1 with a +5, so
you can, I think, because you kind of have seen this before, you weren't able to kind of glean anything else other than this is the same kind of pair of glasses that the soldier had. You might see that you might be able to tell just kind of based on your experience and your own research that this might have a different sort of spell on it, other than sort of like the charm spell that it might have had, or at least that you recognize, but you don't know what that spell is.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of turn it over in my hand and lift up these glasses, and without meeting anybody's eye, like no eye contact here. Anybody have any ideas?
And if anyone wants to make an arcana check, you totally can.
Sure.
Okay.
Plus 1, so a 2.
For you, Morgan, you just like, those are some cool looking glasses.
Those are red.
Those are red, yeah.
15.
15? Okay.
7.
I
7?
got 19.
Oh, 19, okay. And Sam, what'd you get?
Oh, 15.
15? Oh, okay. Through your research, Yasir, with knowing these pair of glasses that you've seen before, you recognize what those glasses do. There is the red lens basically means it's a you can't tell specifically what the spell is, but you know it has something to do with like something that could kill from using this, but from whoever uses these glasses can kill something, or like it has like sort of like a necromancy kind of feel to it. That's all you kind of really know without really having any sort of arcane, like you don't have a full-on arcana background, so you only just know from research that there's something to deal with death or necromancy that you just can't, like, that's all you can tell from like the fact that, you know, the shape and the cut of these sort of like red lens, that this is sort of a focusing gem for those kind of specific spells.
I wonder, I'm going to talk to the group. I wonder if this list is kind of like a contact list too, because looking at these glasses, it looks like they're made to kill people. So is this a hit list?
Kill people?
Yeah. Like, is Riverbane trying to eliminate these people?
I wouldn't put it past him.
I drop the glasses back into my lap the minute that Isaiah says kill people.
Did we read the list? Like, did we go through the list of names?
Ysir and Inga are probably the only ones that like have read the list, or like kind of just briefly.
Yeah.
I'm
is
gonna like
there
go
any way
ahead
that
and
I
like
can-
pass it around.
Is there any way that I
Yes.
could like recognize any of the names? Maybe a history check or...
Yeah, I would say if anyone wants to roll a history check to see if they recognize any of the names, sure.
It's a 16 from me.
I got
10.
10.
7.
I also got 10.
I got
Okay.
a 7.
Who rolled the 16?
That's me.
Okay. You start to kind of read the list again, because at first you kind of like looked at it, you kind of just briefly, you're just still kind of like figuring things out. You're trying to more looking at the glasses, and you didn't really take a look at the list. But as you read the list, you recognize some of the names that are on that list, but more in particular, because your uncle basically is kind of who you've been talking, who that you live with. Essentially, you've kind of seen a few mages in your day, and you've kind of talked to a few of them, and you recognize at least one or two of those mages in Waterdeep, and you can see that one of them, there's two names. You don't you don't know other than just just based off of their names, but that's the only two you recognize. But I will say also. Grant, what did you roll initially? Couldn't hear you.
10?
10.
I think? Yeah. Yeah,
You
10.
do see your father's name also on that list.
Can I? No. Alright. Can I take the list with my mage hand?
Again, unless anyone wants to resist.
No, I think I'm probably reading from it at the time you take it. I would say maybe. These are some mages in wood. What?
Yeah, just hold it up in front of my face.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Who
I
is?
knew the old man would do this to me. I knew it. So, alright. I think we all have journeyed together enough. I ran away from home. Well, rolled away from home, metaphorically. Because my family refused to have an undesirable become the heir of the solemn fortune. I was always hidden. I was never allowed to leave the palace gardens. And so I left. He's been looking for me this entire time. This is a hit list. He wanted to get rid of me. And assuming he wants to get rid of everyone else on this list. Are there any names that are familiar to anybody here that I would recognize?
No. I would say like the only name you recognize is your father's name. That's on this list.
If his name is on the list, then I'm assuming other people who you all know may also be on this list. Can I just give it back to Inga?
I mean, there's some like mages from back home, but not anybody that would want to put me here. I don't think. You mean this list is a list of people that need to die, or we are the people that need to die?
We are the people that need to die. This is a list of people who contacted them.
You see her as they're kind of talking. Things are starting to kind of put together in your head, and I want you to make another history check for me.
Okay. It is a 24.
Okay. as they're talking, as you're sort of like thinking about, oh, is this a hit list? Oh, I know 2 mages. Oh, my father's name is on this. You start to piece things together as you kind of look at as you kind of grab the list and you look at it again. You start to now realize and recognize that, oh, these are powerful people in each of these regions, and you can tell this is a hit list. And whoever you're going to get, because your task was to be able to deliver this box to that soldier that basically initially took you or charmed you and basically put you into this prison initially. You were going to give this to him, and you don't know whether or not what they were supposed to do with it, but you just from looking at this that this pair of glasses and this list of people, this was a hit list that Yarn Riverbane wanted.
This is definitely a hit list, everyone. I don't know we should give this to them. I don't know what we should do with these glasses. I kind of want to destroy them. I don't know if I can, but I don't think we should deliver this at all.
Eric kind of pipes up. It's like, well, step 1, we got to get out of here. Step 2, if we want to be able to avoid any of my father's men, we can do that. I'm with you all the way. What do we do?
Let's go.
Let's leave. But we still need to figure out what we got to do with these glasses.
Okay.
Keep them with us.
I close the glasses inside the box and I hand it to Yazir.
Wait, do we have keys to get out?
You do, yes. And actually, as as you guys are just kind of like packing up and we're getting ready to leave, all of a sudden Carlos kind of just starts running and towards the door. It's like, oh, is it over? Is it over? Bud, hold on. Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Carlos, why did you leave home?
The performance. I'm sorry, Carlos.
Why I left home? Your dad fired me.
Was it after I escaped?
Didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
Don't think it's safe for you here anymore. You could travel with us, especially her.
Yes, I like that idea. You can travel.
My mage hand points to Rod, or I'm gonna say especially her.
And
He turns beet red.
he also kind of turns a little beet red too. And it just he's just like, yeah, I think maybe you're right. Okay. I can get us out of here. I know the way out.
Then let's go.
Show us the way.
So, as you like, Carlos is kind of leading you down the hallway and towards the stairs. You kind of are able to sneak your way out, and he has different pathways that he knows the patrols of the guards, so you can be able to avoid all of the guards as you're kind of like making your way out. You do make your way to the elevator, and as he kind of he kind of walks up towards the one guard that's standing in the top of the elevator, and he kind of like talks to him. You don't know what he says, but he's like, he's like, he kind of nods and just lets, and he motions everyone to get into the elevator that goes all the way straight down to the docks. And there is a boat that's kind of that is there waiting. And as you all kind of lift into the boat, Carlos and Rod, if you want to, basically grab the oars, and you can all eventually kind of like row away from Revel's End, and that is where we're going to leave our adventure. Will our intrepid party comes back, and will Carlos like when the charm spell wears off, will he be willing to to still be with you? Is Kara now like a vendetta is on a vendetta towards father? We don't know, and who knows, we may come back later with this same group. We don't know. That's the whole thing with this show, but we have a rotating cast of characters. We'll see. But anyway, that is it for this adventure for Escape from Revel's End, the very first adventure of Dungeons and Disabled. Before we let everyone go, I want everyone to be able to say where we can be able to find you and follow you on the internets. Mike, we'll start off with you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Mike. I go by Mike the Quad. You can find me on Twitch, or you could just Google me, Mike the Quad.
Colo?
Hi, I'm Golo. I primarily live stream on Twitch, and I play games very chaotically, and I really love stories. So come see me. You can find me under the name Hello It's Golo on all the platforms. It's all one word. Hello, it's Golo. It's me. Come say hi sometime.
Perfect. Morgan?
Hey everyone, Morgan Baker. You can find me on any platform, anywhere, social media otherwise, Momo X Mia. That's Momo, MOMOXMIA.
Perfect. Sam?
I am Sam. You can find me on all social medias at JustSam, JUSTSEUM, or on Twitch at Seum, SEUM, or Tuesdays where I am producing as well as casting in our charity TTRPGs and D&D campaigns for Wounded Warrior Project on twitch.tv/Wounded Warrior Project.
Perfect. And last but not least, Grant.
I'm Grant. You can find me across varying publications. IGN, Wired, new publications coming up talking about accessibility and the disabled perspective. You can find me on Twitter, NeverX, at super_crip1994. That's about it from me.
Perfect. And you can be able to follow me if you want to at Steve Saylor, or you can be able to follow, more importantly, this show, Undesirables, on Twitter. That's currently what we have set up right now, but we have it for future social platforms. But you can be able to check all of that at dungeonsanddisableds.com. And also, you can be able to go to this adventure page, and if you want to be able to follow this entire cast, you can be able to click on their photos there, and you can be able to follow them directly from there as well. Thank you so very much, my friends, for being here. Thank you so much for watching/listening. And we'll see you next time in our next adventure for Dungeons and Disableds. Bye, everybody.